অলবোর্ড 2023 সিলেট 2023 Once upon a time there lived a fox in a forest. One day he was very hungry. He searched for food everywhere but he did not get any food. At last he entered into a vineyard. There were ripe grapes hanging up on the vine. The grapes were too high for him to reach. He took a run and jumped to reach the bunch of grapes but could not reach it. Again and again he jumped, but each time he failed to reach the grapes. At last, being tried, he went away saying that the grapes were sour. রাজশাহী বোর্ড 2023 Rearrange Hsc English first paper. Once upon a time there lived a fox in a forest. One day he was very hungry. He searched for food. He searched food everywhere but he did not get any food. At last he entered into vineyard. There were ripe grapes hanging up on the vine. The grapes were too high for him to reach. He took a run and jumped to reach the bunch of grapes but could not reach it. Again and again he jumped, but each time he failed to reach the grapes. At last, being tired, he went away saying that the grapes were sour. ময়মনসিংহ বোর্ড 2023 Rearrange HSC English first paper. অ্যান্সারগুলো বলা হচ্ছে there was a remote village named Somal. The villagers were enchanted by a man. His name was Nambi. He lived in a temple at the edge of the village and passed his time under the banyan tree in front of the temple. He was so ignorant that he could not tell his age, but he could make up stories. He used to tell interesting stories to the people of the village. Before telling a story, he used to light a lamp in front of the tree. One day he could not continue his story. After a few days, he called the villagers and told them something. He never spoke the rest of his life. যশোর বোর্ড 2023 HSC English first paper. Rearrange. Long ago there lived a sultan in a country. He wanted to appoint an honest man as his tax collector, so he asked for the wise counselor's advice. Then he invited applications. A number of people applied for the job. The applicants were asked to meet the sultan one by one. They came through a passage where gold coins were kept. When they arrived, the sultan asked them to dance. All the applicants blushed and refused except one. Then the sultan found the desired man. দিনাজপুর বোর্ড 2023 HSC English first paper. Rearrange. A snake lived in a hole at the foot of a tree. High up on its branches was the nest of a crow. The crow had 4 young chicks in its nest. Whenever the crow would leave the nest to bring food for its chicks, the snake would climb up and eat one. In this way, the snake ate up 3 of the chicks. The crow at last thought of a plan to get rid of its enemy. It stole an expensive necklace of the princess from the royal place and dropped it into the snake's hole. After scattering a few rubies here and there, the king became very angry at the loss and sent out men to look for the necklace. In course of time, they noticed the scattered rubies near the hole. They dug the hole, killed the snake and took the necklace. ঢাকা বোর্ড 2023 ইংলিশ HSC ফার্স্ট পেপার. Rearrange. অ্যান্সারগুলো বলা হচ্ছে One day a grocer bought a balance and weights from a fruit seller. After a few days the fruit seller asked the grocer to return his balance and weights. The grocer said, "The mice ate away your balance and weights, so I can return you." The lame excuse of the dishonest grocer made the fruit seller very angry, but he checked his temper. Then one day, the fruit seller said to the grocer, "I am going to the town to do some shopping. Please send your son with me to carry my things." The grocer sent his son with fruit seller, but he came back alone from the town. "Where is my son?" asked the grocer. "A crow carried your son away," replied the fruit seller. "You liar! How can a crow carry away such a big boy?" The grocer shouted angrily. "Just the same way as mice can eat away the balance and weights," said the fruit seller. কুমিল্লা বোর্ড 2023 Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah was born in 24 Parganas, West Bengal in 1885. He was one of the most renowned linguists of Bangladesh. He passed the entrance and FA exam in 1904 and 1906. He joined Joshore Jela School in 1910. He passed honors and master in 1910 and 1912. He joined Dhaka University as a lecturer in 1921. He got his PhD in 1928. He was second to none in Bangla language and literature. He received some awards and contributed much to Bangla literature. He died in 1969 and we remember him with respect. চট্টগ্রাম বোর্ড 2023 অ্যান্সারগুলো বলা হচ্ছে। Once a lad went to a famous teacher. He expressed his desire to acquire knowledge. He begged to instruct him in the arts and science. The teacher wished to find out the ability of the boy. He asked him where God is. The lad replied that he would answer if he would tell where he is not. The teacher thought highly of the boy's understanding. He prized him highly. He agreed to teach the lad. The boy devoted himself to earning knowledge. বরিশাল বোর্ড 2023 Aristotle was born in Greece. He was the son of a royal physician. His father wanted him to be a physician, but he never cherished to be so. He wanted to be a free thinker. As a result, he studied under a great thinker, Plato. Plato taught Aristotle according to his one way. Later on, Aristotle took the pen to write on topics suitable for human civilization. Politics is one of his famous books, which exposes fullest development of his wisdom. He also wrote books on biology, literature, economics, and comparative politics. He is called the father of biology because of his creativity.